A very good morning to all my dear children. So let us begin the day. So today children, I have chosen a topic for you all from a grammar. So let's see what is the topic of the day. So here the topic of the day is adjectives. So you all very well know that adjectives are describing words, and even when we converse with each other, when we talk in English, most of the time we describe about something or the other. So we know very well those describing words are actually adjectives, right? So now let's learn in more details. So here we will first study about what is an adjective. So let us read. Words that describe the quality of a person, animal, place, or thing are called adjectives. For example, you can see the picture. When we describe about a person, animal, place, or thing, these are called adjectives. And words for numbers, colors, size, and shape are also called adjectives. Correct. So these were the very basic thing. We knew it already. So now let's look into few example. Now here you can see there are two pictures in front of you. The first picture is about a parrot. Now we have described about a parrot. Now what is the color of a parrot? The parrot is green color. And in another picture you can see there's a big hall. So big hall, we have described about the hall. Okay, next few examples for you all. Now the picture you can see a ball. Now how is the ball? What is the shape of the ball? The ball is round ball. And in another picture you can see that we are count. So these are countable nouns. So here we have written one hen and two chicks because we can count them. Okay. So here words used to describe quality, color, size, shape, number are also called adjectives. Now how come? Let us see. An adjective also describes how someone or something looks like, tastes like, feels, smells, or sounds like. So I repeat this. An adjective also describe about someone. Someone means a person or something looks like, tastes, feels, smells, or sounds like. So for example, if we see beautiful girl, soft pillow. So children, the words which have been highlighted in red color, these colors, these red color words shows how is that noun. That means the girl is a noun and beautiful actually signifies that the girl is beautiful. So let's look into few more examples. That is, here we have fresh fragrance, loud music. So here the word fresh and the word loud are used as an adjective. Now here we will see the beautiful girl which we have just now seen the picture. Now here the word beautiful actually describes the looks of the girl. So for example, if you tell me that ma'am, I have seen a girl yesterday. Next thing I would be asking you that how was she? And then your answer would be like, the girl was beautiful. So here when you will say the word beautiful, beautiful describes the looks of the girl. That means how she looks like. So the word beautiful used here is an adjective because we have described about that girl. Okay, about this person. Now in next example we can see soft pillow. The pillow is very soft. When you touch a pillow, soft pillow, how you feel about it? Yeah, you feel cozy, right? So the sentence is here. Soft, the word soft is describing the feel of the pillow. That means when you touch the pillow, when you feel the pillow is soft. So how you feel? You feel the pillow is soft or the pillow is hard. So the word soft used here is an adjective because here we have described the word pillow. Next we'll see fresh fragrance. So here the word fresh describes the fragrance of the perfume, and in another picture the word loud is actually describing the sound of the music. Okay, so if I suppose ask you that how was the sound, you would say the sound was really loud, the music was really loud and I kind of disliked it. So loud music or slow music. So the word here loud is an adjective and the word fresh is an adjective used. Because why these are adjectives? Because these words used to describe the word fragrance and the word music. Let's move on. Now another very important thing for you all to remember is that we use the word and when using adjective from the same group. So we will be talking about the group little later. But remember children, there are two sentences given here. One is right and another is wrong. So the first correct sentence is she has a red and white car. This statement is right here because we have used the word and in between red and white. Because red and white both shows the color and they both comes from similar, means same group. So whenever the words come from same group, we have to use the word and in between. Okay. Now next sentence you see, she has a red and white color car. This is absolutely a wrong statement. Now why it's a wrong statement? Because we already know that red and white is a color. So we no need to mention the word color here again. So that is a repeated kind of word. So this statement is wrong statement. Okay. Now let us look into few more examples. Now here the group we will be talking about, that is size and color. Now when we use adjective from the size and color, these are groups. By keeping the size word first, that means here we are talking about the sequence of the word. Now just suppose that you have a filling the blanks kind of, and you have got two words, that is big and white, and you have to place these two words in front of the word car, that is a noun, in front of noun. So you must be thinking that which word should come first. Is it white or is it big? So then at that moment you need to remember that the sequence varies here. Sequence is very important. The placement is very important. So how is the placement? So remember the group size always comes first and the color always comes next after the word size. So here we'll read the sentence, that is, she has a big white car. So because the big is a size, we are talking about it is a big car, it is a size, and white is a color. So we have put the word big first and white next. So remember the placement is very, very important. Now let's look into another part is, now very often we use more than one adjective in front of a noun. For example, you can see it's a beautiful picture of a dog and the sentence says like, the old fluffy grey dog sat beside me. Now children, see there are three words, old, fluffy, grey. Okay, these all three words are adjective And the word dog is obviously a noun here. Now most of the time we use more than one adjective in front of a noun, which is a correct statement. That means we can use more than one adjectives in front of a noun, just like this statement. Now children, let us study about possessive adjectives and articles. So now when I say about possessive, possessive means belonging. That means showing possession, means belonging. That means something which is mine or something which is yours, which possesses to somebody. So now here possessive adjectives and articles are types of adjectives. They come before a noun or another adjective. For example, where is your car? Now the word your shows the possession. That means this car belongs to someone. So where is your car, showing the possessive adjective. Now just now we have talked about possessive adjective. Let us know about articles. So we already know that possessive adjectives and articles are also a type of an adjective. So they come before a noun or another adjective. Now this statement says here, I have a car. Now remember here car again is a noun, and before a noun we have now this time used an article, and the article is a. A is an article. So we have used an article before a noun. So the sentence becomes I have a car, which shows I have one car. So you can see this beautiful red color car. Okay, so here the sentence I have used beautiful red. This is an adjective used before the noun. Okay, let us now move on and see another example now. So here you can see an adjective may also come immediately beside the noun it describes. Beside, okay, now we will see immediately beside the noun. So the sentence is, the heat made the child sleepy. Now here you see the child is a noun and the word sleepy is an adjective, and the word sleepy is used exactly, means immediately after the noun, means beside the noun. So this is a correct sentence. Next we have an adjective usually becomes, an adjective usually comes before the noun and it describes or it modifies. So how it modifies? Let's look into the example. So you can see this beautiful huge palace, correct? And the sentence here is, this is a huge palace. So you can see the palace is a noun, but the word huge used here is an adjective. So we have used an adjective before the word noun, that is palace, huge palace. Next we have, some adjectives are used with countable and as well as uncountable nouns. So now let us see again the example sentences. Now there are two different sentences in front of you are, and the first one is, you can see dishes, right? You can count these two are the dishes. So this is a countable noun. Why countable? Because we can count the dishes. Easily we can say there are two dishes lying here. So this is countable noun. And the sentence is, I have some dishes. Okay. Now some, the word some is used before countable nouns. Countable means where we can count the numbers. We can give the numberings to it. So I have some dishes. And in the second sentence also you can see, I have some food. Now here children, you see the food is uncountable noun. We cannot count a food. I can't say that I want to eat one food or two foods, right? This is totally wrong. So these are uncountable nouns. So here we have used I have some food. Now some shows here the kind of a quantity. Okay, I have some food on my plate. So some here shows the quantity of a food. Now we will see an adjective modifies or gives more information, means more elaborated information about a noun or maybe a pronoun. So for example, if I say noun means if I say Rita, so Rita is a name of a person, and if I say she, that is a pronoun. So here an adjective modifies or can give a lot of information about a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives tell about the quality, the quantity, number or order of the noun that it describes. Okay, so four things to remember. The first is quality, second quantity, third is number, and the fourth is order. So we will again learn through few examples. So the first for you is, now here we can see the adjective of quality. Now when we talk about the quality, the answer is what kind of quality. Okay, so here adjective of quality. Now the sentence says the hungry fox chased a cat. Now here the word hungry is an adjective, we know, but here the word hungry actually gives you answer of what kind of fox it is. So what kind is a question and the answer is hungry fox. Okay, so the hungry fox chased a cat. Now let's look into another example here. Now in this example we will talk about the quantity. Okay, the quantity shows uncountable noun. Now when we talk about water, when we talk about oil, these are uncountable noun. So adjective of quantity, let's see the example. There is little water to drink. As we know that we cannot count water, like we cannot count that I need one water, I need two water. So this is obviously uncountable noun, correct? So the example sentence is there is little water. We can't say some water or many water. Rather we will say there is a little water to drink. Now when we use the word little, it gives us the answer of how much water you need to drink. So the answer is there is little water. So little is an adjective used which shows uncountable and which shows the quantity. Okay. Next we'll see number of days. So now adjective of number. Let's see sentence. Now you can see there's a structure given here, that is a kind of a note, school absentee note, okay, where it is given that a signature is given from a teacher, and this sentence says that I will be absent for 6 days. Now the word 6 gives the answer of how many days. So suppose when you give application to your principal or to your class teacher asks you the reason of your absentee, and then she asks you that how many days you are not going to come, and in reply you say I am not going to come for maybe 1 day, 2 days, 6 days or maybe 10 days. So the numbering here 6, 1, 2 or 10, which shows how many number of days. So this is I will be absent for 6 days, or you can say 5 days. Okay, this is clear. Now let's look into another. Now this is the order part. We'll see the order. Now, in what order? So, adjective of number here. The sentence is, the girl is saying here in the picture that I stood in the third row. Now, here the word third shows the order. The order means the placement. Okay, so she says, I stood in the third row, or I stood in the first row, or I stood in the last row. So, this third, first, and last shows what order we are talking about. Now, this is more important for you all. We have seen a lot of example sentences till now. Now, let us move forward to the second stage of adjective, and that is kinds of adjectives. So, we very well know there are 8 kinds. Let us quickly see what are those kinds. So, the first kind is proper. Second is descriptive. Third is quantitative. Fourth is numeral. Number 5th is demonstrative. Number 6th is distributive. Number 7th is interrogative. And number 8th is possessive adjectives. Okay, so these are all the kinds of adjectives, and these kinds are elaborated and given nicely in your grammar book. So if you look into your grammar book, you will be able to see all these 8 types of adjectives, and the definitions with examples are very well given.
So we will end our class here, but today you need to revise each and every example which you have learned today, so that when tomorrow you will sit to solve the exercises, the questions will appear easy for you. Okay? So finally, I would say that if you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Thank you.